Hi. In the previous video, we discussed about verbs and nouns. Now we are going to discuss remaining parts of speech. Let's go through pronoun. What is pronoun? Well, a pronoun is a word that replaces a noun. Replace means it takes the place of a noun. But you might ask, why should a pronoun do that? Well, take a look at the sentence. Rohit is at the movies with Rohit friend. Rohit really enjoys spending time with Rohit friend. Can you tell me what the problem is in that sentence? Well, the problem is that we keep repeating Rohit friend, and that is very unnatural. We don't talk like that, and to avoid that kind of repetition, we use pronoun. So, can you tell me where you would use the pronouns on in that or those two sentences? So we can say Rohit is at the movies with his friend. He really enjoys spending time with her. There are three pronouns there: he, his, and her. Did you get all of those? Okay, now I want you to notice that the pronoun he is the subject position. He is the subject of the verb enjoy, who enjoys, he enjoys, and the pronoun her is the object position. Now, to replace a noun in the subject position, like Rohit, for example, we use subject pronoun, and these are I, you, we, he, she, and it. And to replace a noun in the objective position, we use objective pronouns. Okay, those are me, you, us, them, him, her, and it. Now, there are other pronouns in English such as his, her, this, that, etc. But we talk about them in more detail when we come to the lesson on pronoun. For now, just we remember that a pronoun replaces a noun to avoid repetition and to make our speech more sound natural. The next part of speech is the adjective. The adjective is a word that gives us information about a noun or a pronoun. Have a look at the sentence. They drive an amazing big red sport car. Here is the noun that we are interested in is car. So, can you identify all the adjectives that give information about a car? Well, if you said amazing big red spots, you are correct because all of those are adjectives. And if you look at them closely, you will realize that these give us answers to questions like what color, what size, what type, etc. The adjective amazing give us the answer to the question what is your opinion of the car. Now, if you ask me your opinion, what's your opinion of the car? I would tell you it's amazing. Then what's the size of the car, or what size is the car? It's big. What is the color? It's red. And what type of car is it? It's a sport car. Okay, okay. Now that's all great, but I don't know if you notice there is actually one more adjectives in these sentences, and that is the word "an." Now, the words a, an, and the are called articles in English. The articles are also adjectives because they give us information about the noun that comes after them. In this following sentence, the example in this sentence, okay. For example, we know that they drive one car. We know that because we said an amazing big red sport car. So remember that adjective gives us information about nouns and pronouns, and they answer questions like what type, what color, what size, etc. Okay, but what are adverbs? Okay, an adverb can give information about a verb, but it can also give information about an adjective and even another adverb. So, These are really talented words. You see, they can do a lot of things, and adverbs usually answer questions like when, why, how, what, what way, etc. Let me show you one sentence so you can see all the different things that adverbs can do. Yesterday evening we walked somewhat slowly in a very beautiful garden. In this sentence, the first adverb is yesterday evening. That shows us when the action happened. The action here is walk. That's the verb. There is another adverb slowly, and that shows us how the action happened. How did we walk? We walked slowly. So both yesterday evening and slowly tell us about the verb walk. But notice that you can further ask how slowly did we walk? Did we walk very slowly or a little slowly? Eh? The answer is somewhat slowly. So somewhat means something like a little. Now notice that somewhat is actually giving us information about slowly. How slowly? Somewhat slowly. So that's an adverb that gives information about another adverb. And there is yet another one, very. The adverb is giving us information about beautiful. Beautiful is an adjective. Okay, so you see all the different kind of things that adverbs can do. All right. The next part of speech is preposition. Preposition are words like in, on, at, by, from, with, before, and after. And these words help us to show relationships in time, place, and position. For example, here is common thing that we say to people that we know a lot. I'll see you at the office on Monday. There are two prepositions in this sentence. Can you say which those are? The prepositions are at and on. The first preposition at shows us the place where at the office, and the second preposition on shows the same time when on Monday. So that's what a preposition do. They help us to show relationships in time, place, and position. Now, students sometimes confuse preposition with conjunction, but these are very different. Conjunctions are words like and, but, or, so, and because, and they help us to connect ideas. For example, in the sentence Mary and Jasmine are best friends, can you say which the conjunction is? The conjunction is and. It helps to connect Mary and Jasmine, both of which are nouns. But conjunctions can even connect sentence. For example, I didn't go to school today because I don't feel very well. Here, there are two sentences. We can call them clauses. The second clause, I don't feel very well, is the reason. And the first clause, I didn't go to school today, is the result. The conjunction here is because and. It shows shows us this reason and result relationship. Notice that we can also say I don't feel very well today, so I didn't go to school. In that case, the conjunction would be so. All right. The last part of speech is interjection. Okay, now what are interjections? Interjections are words that have no real meaning, but they help us to show sudden emotion or explanation or feeling. Sudden feeling. For example, the interjection how shows excitement, surprise, or amazement. The interjection ha shows frustration or anger. Like I am trying to open a jar of cookies or a jar of pickles, that I can't open it. So I might say, I can't open it or I can't do it. That shows I am angry or I am frustrated. Some other common interjections are whose, hoops, hey, hi, etc. These last two words are used when we meet someone or when we want to call out to someone. For example, I can say, hi, how are you? Hey John, over here. I'm here. Hey John. Look, I am standing here, John. So I can call out to John in those or in that way. All right. Those are the 8 part of a speech. Uh, I think you understand. Let me take a quick recap of what we have learned today, or with this through these 2 videos. We started with the verb. The verb is a word that shows an action or a state. We studied state means a situation. And now we studied a noun. Then here, what are nouns or what is a noun? A noun is a person, place, animal, thing, or feeling, or idea. Okay, then again we studied a pronoun. A pronoun replaces a noun, and we use pronouns so that our speech is not repetitive and more natural. Then again, adjectives. Adjectives are words that give us information about nouns or pronouns, and they answer questions like what kind, how many, or what color, what size, etc. Adverbs give us information about verbs or adjectives or even another adverbs. Then we studied preposition. Preposition are words that help us to show relationships in sentence, place, or position. Then conjunction. Conjunction are words like and, but, because, etc. And they help us to connect ideas. Those can be nouns or they can even be verbs and even all sentence. So you can connect any 2 ideas using conjunction. And finally, interjections. They help us to show exclamation or sudden feeling, emotions, etc. They are used more commonly in speech and not so much in writing. When we write them, we usually put an exclamation mark at the end of the sentence. Okay, all right, and I hope you enjoy the lesson. If you enjoyed it, just subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you. Bye bye.